In the criminal justice system, the people are represented by two separate yet equally important groups: the police who investigate crime and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders. These are their stories.
Come on, Henry. The store's across the street. No holding hands now. Just follow my voice. One day you're going to have to do all this on your own. I don't like the look of this.
Hey, y'all the ones who shot PK!
Yeah, whatever, man.
Gangbanging ain't for you, son. Stay in school.
Yo, say that again in my face, son!
Take my hand now, Henry. Let's get inside. No. There's no call for that. Mama?
Nina!
Mama?
Detectives?
Hey, Fontana, what do we got?
The victim is one Shar Jackson, age 26, lived in the neighborhood. She was walking with her son Henry when she apparently got caught in the crossfire during a gang dispute. The crack security guard they got here claims he saw most of it.
What about the kid? He see the shooter?
No, kid's blind.
Oh, well, anything else?
Guard claims he saw two cars leave the scene but didn't get makes or models. Lucky for us, he's a car guy. Says the engine on one was really loud. Let me walk you through what CSU picked up. Got a receipt dated today, 4 bottles of Mad Scott. Someone was getting the drink on, 3 shell casings, maybe from the 9mm we found. We found this baby. I thought we had our murder weapon, but now I'm not so sure.
Saturday night special. Fake wooden handle. Man, this thing is a piece of, work.
Over there we got some gang graffiti. PK it says.
PK?
Probably a tag, one of the locals. We're asking around. Bunch of beer bottles. Hoping to get some DNA maybe. We got a can of spray paint, freshly used. Maybe get some prints off that. And that's about the size of it.
Find any cigarette butts or anything? I'm hoping to get lucky with another DNA hit.
Nah, nothing like that unfortunately. The place was pretty clean for this part of town. Maybe someone swept up last night. Hard to say. Oh, and one more thing.
What's that?
The kid doesn't know his mom's dead yet.
Guess we're clear. Let's talk to our witnesses.
We should start with the boys so CPS can get him out of here. Hi there. It's Henry, right? I'm Olivia. And this, with me is my partner, Ray. Henry, I know this is really hard, but we need to ask you some questions so we can help your mom, okay?
Is she dead?
Do you have any family we can call for you, Henry?
We don't have anybody, my mama and me.
Henry, did your mom believe in heaven?
We go to church every Sunday. She sings in the choir.
Well, your mom is in heaven now. That's where she'll be when you see her again, a long time from now. Henry, we can do this another time. Are you sure there isn't anyone we can call?
I can tell you what happened. I heard everything.
Did you hear the gunshots, Henry?
I heard 3, one after the other. My ears still hurt.
Can you point to where you heard them from?
Over there.
What's your favorite ice cream, Henry?
I don't know. Chocolate, I guess?
Officer Fontana, can we get 2 ice creams over here, please? Chocolate.
Did you hear anything unusual before your mother was shot, Henry?
There was a fight.
Was your mother involved?
They were gangbangers, my mama called them one time. They started shouting and cussing each other. Then I heard them fighting.
Could you tell if they were close or far away?
There, they were over there. One of them said, "Y'all the one who shot PK," and then the others, they just laughed, and then that's when they started to fight.
I want to make sure I understand, Henry. You pointed one way when we asked you where the fight happened, but you pointed the other way when we asked you where the shots came from.
Uh-huh.
What else did you hear, besides the shots?
When one of the men who were fighting yelled, "Say that to my face," right before the shots. Afterward, I heard another man cry out the name Nina.
Nina. You're sure?
Yes, ma'am. First the gunshots, then he said Nina, then everybody ran.
You said everyone ran after the shots were fired. How could you tell, Henry?
I heard feet on the pavement. A couple of people ran that way. Then I heard some other people get inside a car behind me, out on the street. They screeched their tires when they drove off.
Probably our gangbangers leaving the scene. Anything else?
Yeah, I heard another car over there. Someone got in and drove away real fast.
Henry, did you hear anything when the cars drove away? Maybe a funny noise, like a rattle or a squeak?
I heard a Dodge Charger with a 5.7-liter Hemi V8. It was the one parked over there.
Wow. How could you tell, Henry?
I heard the door ringing when they opened it. Dodge Charger's the only car makes that noise when you open the door with the key still inside.
We believe you, Henry. But how do you know that?
My pastor's son used to have the same car before he left for college. I know everything about that car. I even helped him fix it.
We'll check it out.
Thanks, Henry. Go see Officer Fontana for a second, okay?
He's a smart kid.
Brave, too.
He believes what he heard, but will any of this hold up in court?
Well, I believe it, too. You trust my instincts?
So far, but I gotta be honest. I'm worried you might be a little compromised here.
Compassion for an 11-year-old who just lost his mother doesn't compromise me, Curtis.
Hey, I want to nail the scumbag who did this just as much as you. Let's talk to our other witness.
Jesus, it's about time. You know it took 20 minutes for the squad cars to get here? Not that I blame them.
How's that?
Look around you, detective. They shoot each other every day out here. They even shoot at the paramedics who come to help them. They're animals.
Who?
All this gangbanger scum. This neighborhood used to be great. Never worried about anything.
Paradise, huh?
Anyway, I saw the whole thing. Go ahead, ask me anything.
You see who took the shots?
Not exactly. There was too many of them. But I know they came from the gangbangers that were tearing up the asphalt in the parking lot.
How can you be sure?
I saw the whole thing. First they were fighting, the next minute, bam, bam! Just 2 shots. That's all it took. Then they scatter like rats.
Actually, we found 3 shell casings.
You did? Weird.
You know these animals you keep talking about? Most of them are good kids who took a wrong turn.
Yeah, you'd say that, wouldn't you?
You have a problem with me, pal?
No problem, officer.
You get a look at whoever bought the bottle of Mad Scott earlier?
Hell no. I'm not a damn cashier. To tell you what, shouldn't be hard to figure it out. We're the only store that sells that garbage in like 100 miles. No one else will touch it. But the good citizens around here seem to like it.
Where were you when all this was happening?
In the store. I came out not long after the fight started.
Did you see anyone else in the parking lot besides the gangbangers?
Nah, honestly, I love it when gangbangers kill each other. If I'd have seen that lady and her kid, I would have called the police sooner, you know?
So, no one else besides the bangers, the kid, and his mom?
No.
You know what, David? Your story doesn't jibe real well with the other witness testimony.
Who? Some blind kid?
Maybe we should take this conversation downtown. Let you sit in the tank for a while.
Wait, I remember. I went to the alley for a smoke break. When I finished, I started walking back towards the store, and that's when the fight broke out. Okay?
Smoke break? That's what you're going with.
We didn't find any evidence of smoking in the alley, David. Though we did find an empty 6-pack of beer.
You mind giving us a swab of your DNA? For comparison.
What?
You'd do that for us, right? Do your part to clean up the neighborhood?
All right, fine. I was back there drinking.
So let's try this again. What did you see?
I was just inside the alley. I was having a beer. I saw the gangbangers getting into it.
You recognize any of these guys?
One of them is called Lil Doc. He's been looking to cap someone.
Not Shar Jackson.
No, some other banger killed his homie PK.
Like the tag in the alley.
Yeah, and he'll do it too. He's got a gun.
How do you know?
'Cause he shoved it right in my face once when I told him to leave the store.
So you got a good look?
Yeah, cheap little Saturday night special. Silver, fake wooden handle. Looked like a Glock, but it was obviously a knockoff. What a joke.
You said you saw 2 cars leaving the scene. You remember makes and models? Plates?
One of them was really loud, like a V8, something big. I turned to look when the driver gunned it. Well, I caught some of the plate.
Okay, David, sit tight. We may be back later. So what do we got? The testimony of an 11-year-old who can't see and a security guard hiding in the alley.
We got a partial license plate. And a name.
I'll call a gang unit, see if they can put a name to Lil Doc before someone else gets hurt during his little turf war.
Henry, it's Olivia again. Officer Fontana is going to take you to Child Services, where you'll be safe.
Can I come home with you?
I'm sorry, Henry, but I'll come see you tonight. I promise.
I don't want to leave my mama.
I'll go with her. I promise. Hey, Curtis, listen, can you handle the vehicle search?
Don't give it a second thought. Go.
Thanks for covering. Any hits on Lil Doc?
Not yet. Gang unit hasn't got back to me, and CSU is still looking at the weapon we recovered.
The license plate?
Dodge Charger, registered to a Mr. Scott Leonard, lives half a mile from the Busy Mart.
Well, well, well.
Detective Curtis, you have a guest. I put him in room 2.
Do we know each other?
Oh, I know you. Been making noise, spreading my name around.
Lil Doc? You're Tarvarius Sims. I've read your rap sheet.
One and the same.
Nice to meet you, Sims. Now, if you pardon the question, why the hell are you here? It's hard to believe you're just doing your civic duty.
Maybe I want to clear the air. Maybe your idea of who I am and how I operate ain't all that accurate, detective.
All right, so where were you Tuesday, Sims?
Little League, Boy Scouts, evening prayers. You know how we do.
Does your Boy Scout troop give you badges for shooting innocent women?
Man, I wasn't nowhere near that place.
We have an eyewitness who saw you in the parking lot, Sims.
Your little turf war.
Yeah, you catch the guy who started shooting?
Maybe I'm looking at him. Some people said it was you.
Man, I don't even own a gun.
So what was it? Revenge for your homie, PK?
It ain't nothing like that.
Did you ever own a gun, Tarvarius?
Hell no, I don't have a gun.
Our friend David Zemsta says otherwise. He even identified your little Saturday night special.
David who?
The security guard.
Oh, him?
If it wasn't you that shot Shar Jackson, then who was it?
Lady, I don't know. We was fighting, okay? Yeah, I pulled my 9 and I told him to back off. That's when we heard the shots.
From where? Who?
Hell if I know. You hear shots in my neighborhood, you run. For a minute, I thought it was them. They probably thought it was us.
You sure it wasn't?
Nah, my homies wasn't strapped. And I found out later neither were the other ones. I'm telling you this. The shots came from somewhere else, yo.
All right, Sims, now I'm listening a little better. We have a witness telling us the 9mm we found at the crime scene belonged to you.
Who you got as a witness, man? The KKK or the Super K? Maybe he just got his wish.
What's that supposed to mean?
He's a racist. Hangs out with them other bald-headed hoodbillies. Always following black folk around the store, kicking us out.
Why? You didn't fill out a complaint form?
Whatever, man. Last time I was in there, he starts up with me, so I pulled my 9. Put it in his face. Crazy-ass white boy didn't even flinch.
Yeah, we heard the story.
Oh, yeah? Well, did he tell you how he's gonna shoot me like a dog and how a race war is coming?
Nope. That's interesting. All right, Sims. Assuming the ballistics comes back negative on your gun,
Which it will.
who do you figure for the shooter?
Let's see. Black kids on the street getting shot at, black lady dead, and a racist white security guard? Gee, I really have no idea.
We'll check him out.
Hey, that lady, she's the mother of that blind kid, right?
That's right.
Yeah, I've seen him around. He okay?
No, Sims. Not really.
Sorry to hear that. It ain't right.
Don't leave town. We may need to talk to you again.
There goes my trip to the French Riviera.
How'd it go with Sims?
He admits to being there and to owning the gun, but claims he's not the shooter. We're waiting on CSU.
I had them move it to the top of the pile. The 9mm slugs that killed Shar Jackson were a match for the shell casings found at the scene, which are not a match for the gun you found. They had to fix it just to test fire it.
So where does that leave us?
With this, check out what I just found. David Zemsta, our security guard. Turns out he belongs to an organization he didn't mention to us. Here's a little video he posted to his blog.
White power. Hey everyone, it's me, David Z. Big say Kyle to all you freedom fighters out there. Today's video is going to be about how to foster black on black violence with just a simple can of spray paint. Simply tag a wall or building in a rival gang's alley. Even better if you can slur one of their dead. They hate that. Remember, resistance by any means necessary.
I'd say the security guard is a pretty safe bet.
I knew there was something I didn't like about you the first second I saw you.
'Cause my skin is white?
We found some graffiti in the alley behind your store. Pretty nasty stuff. The kind of thing might start a local gang war.
The wind blows and it starts a gang war. So what?
What do you think would happen if somebody tagged over PK's name?
How the hell would I know? I got no idea.
You spelled it out for us on the White Nation Socialist website. Find a tag, cross it out, add a rivals tag.
We found a can of black spray paint in the alley. I'm betting your prints are all over it.
It was just an idea, protected by the First Amendment. It doesn't prove that I actually shot anyone.
One more chance. Who was the shooter?
I told you already. Lil Doc, Tarvaria Sims. I saw him shoot that woman.
Wrong again, amigo. So much for the superiority of the Aryan race. Sims's gun was not a match.
I don't get it. Why not channel all that passion into something positive?
Because we've got to take our cities and our neighborhoods back.
Do you know what they do to guys like you in Rikers?
I'll be safe. My brothers will protect me.
There's always going to come some moment when you're all alone.
I just remembered. It wasn't Tarvarius who took those shots. It was someone from the other gang. The guys from Houston Street.
Yeah?
Sure, yeah. Saw the whole thing, remember?
Yeah, I remember. I remember you told us you didn't see the shooting. Benson, let's book this punk. Send him to Rikers and let the brothers there teach him about peace, love, and racial harmony.
You look good for this, Zemsta. You got a history of hate speech against blacks. You have access to a weapon. You know the gang's involved. All I need now is a pretty little bow.
Damn it. No.
No? No what?
He was white. The shooter. Guy in the Charger. White guy. Damn idiot.
You're saying Scott Leonard was the shooter?
Yeah. I saw him there about an hour before. Nice car. He was in our lot like 4 times this week. He'd just drink in the parking lot and sit there for hours. I told him to leave once, and he flashed a gun at me. Thought he was there to buy drugs or something.
Oh, yeah? What was he drinking? What did the car look like?
The real cheap stuff. Mad Scotsman. The car was black with a big blue stripe. Charger, I think.
hate to say it, but he's making a positive ID here.
And would finally prove what Henry's been telling us about where he heard the shots.
Oh, why did he have to be white?
You were supposed to protect people, you sad, sick piece of trash. Now a mother is dead and her kid is an orphan because you were too busy trying to start your race war.
It's coming whether you wanted it or not.
Go to hell.
Everything's starting to make sense.
Really? I was thinking just the opposite.
Either way, we gotta check out Scott Leonard. Mr. Scott Leonard?
Yeah?
I'm Detective Benson. This is Detective Curtis. We've got a warrant to search your garage.
You cops?
Perceptive.
What are we drinking today, Mr. Leonard?
Mad Scotsman. That's funny, because I'm a mad Scot, man.
Today's a work day. Where are your people?
Laid them all off 2 years ago. Can't afford them. Economy.
Right, well, this shouldn't take long. Keep an eye out for the 9mm.
It'd be nice to find something that would go to motive, too.
Lenny Briscoe used to grab newspaper clippings, old photos, letters, and whatever else he could find. Sometimes it helped the DA establish motive in court.
Thanks. Good tip. Leo and Nina, our first anniversary. A box of ammo. Looks like it's for a 9mm. We can compare these to the casings we found at the scene. April 12th, 2010. Still no suspects in carjacking murder of Alphabet City woman. Woman's name is Nina Juarez. Nina! Nine millimeter. 3 rounds missing from the clip. I think we got enough here. Mr. Leonard, I've been through the garage, and I gotta say, I got more questions.
Great.
We found a gun in the garage, a 9mm. Yours?
A gun? No way. I got 3 people working for me out in my garage. Could belong to any one of them.
That's funny. I remember you saying you laid them off 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah, it's mine. I need it for protection. Gangbangers always trying to bust into my shop.
Who's Nina?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Strange, because I found a picture of you and her together. You look quite cozy.
Probably just someone from church. Sometimes these single ladies get cozy at the mixers. I can't remember their names.
Leo and Nina. 1 year anniversary.
Oh, Okay, Nina was a girlfriend of mine. We was even engaged. So what?
So that's twice you lied to us about knowing her. Kinda makes me wonder what else you're lying about.
Where's Nina now?
We broke up. She moved somewhere down south. I got a postcard from her around here somewhere.
We know she was killed in a carjacking. We know that's why you're hurting.
The Charger was her car. I bought it for her, but it was hers. She was just stopped at a red light when it happened. Those animals, those bangers, they killed her. Sims and his crew. Nina was everything to me. You don't know what it's like to find love so late in life. You grip it strong with both hands. But she just disappeared.
If you did something in that parking lot...
No, it wasn't me shot that poor woman. I ain't never shot a gun before in my life, I swear.
The clip in your gun is missing 3 rounds. I'm betting we find them in Shar Jackson's body.
Scott Leonard, you're under arrest for the murder of Shar Jackson. Anything you do or say can and will be used against you.
I don't know if the boy's up to this. Are you sure this is gonna hold up in court?
Me and Curtis looked into it. The Neurological Center at Columbia did a study where they confirmed that kids like Henry, who are blind since birth, are twice as likely to hear better than people who can see.
It's not just what he heard. He was very specific about where he heard it coming from.
The same study shows that blind people were much better at being able to pinpoint the specific location of a sound they heard. It's like the part of the brain reserved for sight gets put to work on this other stuff, including hearing.
But shouldn't we use a real lineup for this?
This is better. Our tech guy recorded these samples taking into account the acoustics of the parking lot and the approximate distance the shooter was from the boy.
Okay, but if this comes back to bite us...
All right, Henry. I just want you to listen to these recordings and tell me which one is the voice you heard.
Okay, detective.
Nina.
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 Nina! Nina!
That one! That's the guy!
Good job. I think we got him. Thank you, Henry. You really did your mama proud.
I tried extra hard. You know, for her. I know you was worried I couldn't.
I didn't mean for you to hear that.
It's all right. She said ain't everybody in this world always gonna give me a fair chance. Are you gonna catch the guy who killed her?
I don't need to catch him. You just did.